Hello, 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 hello. How you all doing? Cool, eh? This is super, super cool. Welcome, welcome. I'm just waving back to you all. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. It's a bit weird being on my own. Oh, there's loads of you. Hi, 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 hi. We should put a bit of music on while we're waiting for him, eh? Hi. Hi, lovelies. I'll just invite him again. I'm waving to you all. Right, where's Sebastian? Hello. Let's invite him again. So quiet when you're on your own. Ah, I said he's unable to join. Oh, I wonder why. Wonder why he's unable to join. Let me just go on to, let me check my WhatsApp. Ah,
Hey. Hey.
Hi, Sebastian.
Making you louder a little bit. Just okay. So.
Yes. Hi, how are you, my lovely?
Good. I'm here in my camper van because I thought it's outside. I run out of energy, you know.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Oh, well, there's loads joining us. Can you see the comments?
Yeah, but I also have my iPad here,
Okay.
so I try to see it on the iPad because otherwise I have to lean forward. Let me see, Max Music.
Yeah, let's have a look. We've got loads on. Thank you to everyone for joining us.
Yes,
so
hey,
cool.
you. But I'm doing this the first time, so it's gonna take like a minute until I understand what I have to do.
No problem. I'm still learning. I'm not very technical, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, so I could get more confident.
Okay. Learning by doing.
Yeah, it's
so
about.
I'm at the MAXX Music on the iPad now, but I don't see the. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. This is live, so I have to press on live. But I'm twice on live.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to read some of the comments.
Okay.
Let's say hello to some people. I've scrolled up, so we've got loads on here. Thank you. Who have we got? We've
Slovakia.
got. I think I saw. Yeah, saw that. I saw Estonia. I saw Brazil. Thank you.
That's nice.
Thank you from
I
Brazil.
wish I could see the. I only see one line of the messages, so I wished I could see like more.
Ah, strange. Chile. Hello, greetings from Chile. Hi, Chile. And we've got
Hello, Chile.
Osvaldoxy. I'm a fan. So you've got a big fan on here.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I got a fan. Yay.
Yeah. And you've got another one here.
I have to apologize. I have a bit of a cold, so
Okay.
I have something to stop me from coughing. So
Okay.
that's why.
Have you got a drink?
Yeah, nearby.
Are you okay? Yeah. We've got hello from Kazakhstan.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh wow. We're going for it here. This is a first. There's many like different countries. Have you been to these places, Sebastian?
No,
Have you been?
Kazakhstan, not. No, I've traveled a lot, but I also not been to Chile. These are all countries I would love to go. So please invite me. I come. Brazil would be nice. Peru and yeah.
South America.
But I'm traveling this direction in winter, but private, on a Caribbean cruise, and then I stay over there.
Ooh, sounds good.
Yeah, to Mexico. Or, let's see. Once I'm in the area, I can travel everywhere.
Yeah. So you're in a different part of the world. So you're originally from Germany, is that correct? Yeah, and you're in a different part of the world at this minute.
I'm in Croatia right now.
Lovely.
And in a week, I'll be in Athens, in Greece.
Beautiful. In your camper van?
Now I'm in my camper van. That's why the background.
Yeah.
Because outside it would be too unsafe. Also who's running by, and but no, I will park the camper van somewhere, and then I fly to Athens, and then I board the ship.
Wow, lovely. Nice. And your camper van looks really nice. It looks modern, or is it old?
No, it's relatively modern. I bought it 2015 new. So.
Wow, it looks really plush. It looks very nice.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you don't see a lot of it, but it's nice.
Yes,
But it's
yeah.
small because I wanted to be able to handle it alone.
Cool.
So I see there's people watching. I see this for the very first time, Instagram Live, how it looks, because you cannot try it until you do it.
That's right. Right. Yeah, that's right. Maybe you could start to start doing these. They might be good for you. Maybe I don't know what you do.
I would love to. I'm just always afraid nobody will join in. You know, I'm sitting there alone talking to myself.
Don't say that. Look at all these people on here. No, don't say that. That's just a belief. That's got to go. That.
Yeah.
Frederick's. He's the main man in the house. He's here
Hi,
every week.
Frederick.
Hello, Elyse. Happy to see you again. Hi, Frederick. And we also had
Felix. I see 2 lines. I can only see. Maybe what happens if I press on it? Then I see 4 lines.
Try it. Worst case scenario, it cuts out. I can always invite you again.
It all falls apart. No. Then I can answer people. Okay, but I can't type while I'm.
No, right. You're constantly talking. So, can you start from the beginning? Like, how did you get involved with music? I'd love to know, and I'm sure the fans would love to know. How did it happen? How old was you? And how was you inspired by a certain artist or band growing up?
But I was maybe a teenager. I always had this vision, me on the stage. But the problem was I couldn't play any instrument. So I really liked synthesizers, and my memories from when I really felt I want to do this was Kraftwerk, the model.
Yes.
Kraftwerk. The model, and
she's working good.
Of course, in German. It was in German then.
Yeah, love it.
And also the Star Trek melody. You know.
Okay.
You remember Star Trek?
I remember Star Trek, but I don't remember the. Do you mean the tune, like the theme tune for Star Trek?
They're very. I mean, the classic Star Trek. You know, the very old one.
Okay.
I was a small child then. Maybe I watched it in the reruns.
Yeah. Perfect.
No, so that was a memory, and I think also that the operatic vocal came from that. Yeah. And I'm not sure if you're aware of Klaus Nomi. Yeah, unfortunately, he died very early of AIDS. He was one of the first artists who were known, and he was a man, but he sang in this falsetto voice.
Yeah. Wow.
A very high voice. And he also performed David Bowie. So David Bowie took actually Klaus Nomi's costume. He sort of ripped off the idea, but he incorporated him.
Okay.
He still sang in the background. So it was these are the memories as a child that I felt, wow, this is good.
Yeah.
I like the electronic coolness from Kraftwerk, and I like the drama of the operatic. Yeah, so I mean, I was inspired by Pet Shop Boys, of course. You know, West End Girls.
Yes.
And girls. So, I mean, that's where basically I started. I thought, well, he can't really sing, so I can do that.
Yes. You have that influence actually. There's
definitely. I mean, it was that and Yellow. You know Yellow. It's a Swiss group.
I've heard of them.
Yeah. They have lots of hits like The Race, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You know, oh yeah.
No,
you know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know them. No,
Yeah.
I'll have to do some research on them. I've been looking on your YouTube channel. I'm really impressed.
Really?
You've got a really great YouTube channel. You've got music videos like behind the scenes from 15 years ago or more.
Yeah.
Really...
I filmed myself because I studied media design, so I filmed myself, and when I handed it over to some people to film me when I'm in the makeup. When I wished I would have done it with Shut Up, but then it was a very fast shoot. So Shut Up typically cost half of the money as Golden Boy.
Okay.
And it was made in Austria, and Golden Boy was made in London. So there I had a little bit more time. There was a big team, so I could film. Yeah.
So. When you were obviously inspired and everything, and then did you learn how to produce and use synthesizers? How did you transition into becoming an artist?
I thought I have all these ideas, but how can I record them? And the technology was not like today. You couldn't sing into a computer, so I had to buy a 4-track tape. little like normal tapes, but it would record the backside at the same time, the stereo twice.
Yeah.
So I bought that and the synthesizer, and then I layered some tracks. But it was very, very difficult back then, because you had to make one track from the beginning to the end. You had to play it and then sing over it and then make another track.
Yeah.
I mean, you could punch in, but it's not like with a computer. So I did that.
Wow.
And then, you know, you had these keyboard magazines that I bought. There was no internet, so yeah. So I bought these also from England. They were very, very expensive on import. So everything I could get about producers like Trevor Horn, you know, who did Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yes.
He's my big producer idol.
Wow.
So I did not only have artists as an idol, but producers. So because I always knew I'm not so talented, I'm a little bit talented, but I wasn't like the kind of singer who goes, I mean, back then there wasn't these casting shows, but I couldn't go in a casting show. But actually many successful people would not stand in a casting show. But so I need to have something else. I show them my idea in a finished way. Yeah.
So in the 90s, the competitions that I recall, and which weren't on the television, were like Stars in Their Eyes and Search for the Stars. Because that's what I actually did. I went when I was living in Germany in the 90s. I actually went in for a competition called Search for the Stars.
Yeah.
So that was the kind of thing back then. But now it's obviously X Factor and
things like that. We didn't have that.
Yeah.
For a long time, maybe in the 2000s it started.
So so you're reading these magazines and you're learning all about producing, and at this point, are you making your own tracks yourself?
Yeah, but I kept it secret. Actually, I had my keyboard, and I hid it from my family, because I thought they said, well, can you play us something, you know? And I couldn't. I had to record everything track by track, and then I felt, you know, I can't really sing. Back then I had still my tonsils, so my voice was a little bit different. And I always thought I'm singing it, but I'm singing it for a singer, for another singer.
Okay.
And that's how they came with the opera voice. Then opera voice was actually my my after school English teacher. So I mean, I trusted her, you know. So I could tell her, I thought, you're young, you're free, you know. And then she did it. I mean, it doesn't get more real than this, you know. A lot of, you know, in the 90s, there was a lot of casting bands and people who were on stage who didn't really sing, you know, it's Milli Vanilli, but there was lots of them, you know. Milli Vanilli is one example of many. And I think I looked very plastic to the people, but actually I'm much more real than anybody, not anybody else, but than many, you know, because I did it for my I did it in my bedroom studio, basically. I later re-recorded operatic vocals in a big studio, because I got some studio time, but still without a record company, you know. And then later I had the produced track, and the record company just said, well, okay, that's now 3 years old. Maybe we go over it, make the drums new, and so we did that with Inga Humpe. But it was basically the arrangement was finished.
So the first single that you released, was it 1995?
Yeah, 1995. I wrote it in 92, and then it took me 3 years. And you know, people later say it's so commercial, and you said, well, that's not what I heard when I tried to get it to the record companies. They said, no, sorry, this is avant-garde music. This will not, nobody will play this, you know. And you hear that for many years, and then it's a #1 hit. But you have to believe in it. You know? So
the #1 hit, the first single you had is "Shut Up and Sleep With Me."
Yeah, that was the first single, and that went to #1. It was like really crazy. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. #1. And lyrically, because I love lyrics, me. So when I personally wouldn't have put you with those kind of lyrics in my head, but because anyway, I'm a bit British, aren't I? So we're a bit reserved like that. But it's really, for the 90s, it's very, what's the word? It's very out there lyrically, because you've even written an album called FU, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
single, yeah. I am in love, but
yeah.
basically it doesn't. It's not negative.
No,
It's just like a surprise. A surprise,
yeah.
what the I'm in love.
Yeah, yeah, I've listened to it. I listened to it today because I went on your YouTube channel. But yeah, so "Shut Up and Sleep with Me" is really
Yeah,
catchy. Was it?
yeah.
I'm going to be really controversial here and speak on behalf of everyone, really, I suppose. Did you write it for somebody else, or
But
was it
no,
meaning?
it's like a diary entry. It's like a diary entry.
Really?
It was a
Ah,
club night, and I remember I wrote it on a Sunday, so it was just like the day after. It was the stories I tell in the verses,
okay.
and it was what was going on in my head, but really nothing happened. I fancied somebody, and I thought, just stop talking of that girl that I don't know.
Yeah, and it got to number 1.
Yeah, but just like a
Love it.
diary entry, and then yeah, I have lots of those, but there's a magic source, and then it happens.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not like
So
overnight because
no,
it was the same song. I took it for 3 years to everybody, and people
did you?
told me, no, it's not commercial,
Mm,
you know. And then then you're number one, and everybody says, yes, it's so commercial, and it's an obvious hit, but it's not. If it's not,
mm.
if you have never heard it before.
So
If it was so new, yeah.
So did you self-publish or promote the first single, and then
Yeah,
after
I
that you
was
got
the guy on the stage, and I was the guy in the video. I was the guy singing it. I was the guy writing it.
amazing? That
Yeah,
do you know what? That's amazing. Well done. That's
yeah.
brilliant.
And I wrote
And
it 100%. Today I see sometimes there's writing credit. 16 people wrote a song. How does that work? It's basically they
yeah,
took one song, ripped it off, and then they have to take the songwriters of the original song. Then they edit something,
yeah,
and then maybe it's somebody from a record company who's also in there. And
yeah,
yeah, but
absolutely.
16 people cannot write a song, really. I mean, the
No,
best songs are written by 1 or 2 people.
yeah, yeah. So, talking about "Shut Up and Sleep with Me" song. You've just recently, well, we might as well say it now. You've just, as of the 9th on
No,
Friday,
yeah.
you re-released
Well, 2 days ago, yeah.
that.
Yeah, I
You've re-released it.
re-released it. It was actually meant to be. So, by the way, I'm reading the also the comments. So I'm
Oh yeah.
saying hello to everybody.
Oh,
So
hello.
it's
Yeah, sorry, we're
you should come
ignoring
and
him.
sleep with me. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I can't see. uh,
Oh my God, he's got a
I turned
proposal.
50 yesterday. Thanks for keeping me young with the music.
Oh,
Yeah, I
great.
continuously get 25, but repeatedly get 25. So
A lot of greetings from Prague. And you've been asked, where, Sebastian, when are you coming? Oh, where was that? Where are you? When are you? Slovakia? Are you going to Slovakia?
I would go anywhere if they would invite me. There was this oldies festival, and people were mentioning me, and I said I would love to come. But then it was the oldies festival, and then it was also the Mexico. But the organizers said they don't want to have the acts repeating. They don't, because I've been there 2018. I think, well, that was when we met actually,
Yeah,
2018.
yeah.
So
I've not been back since there. Actually, that's where I
yeah,
first met you.
and I wrote, eventually they're gonna run out of artists because there's only so much of
Yeah,
us active and alive.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like if I
No,
remember Scatman John, and there's
yeah,
some people are not there anymore.
yeah. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you
Oh,
get some work for sure. In fact, put it in the comments, people, if you want me to help him get some work, because it's possible. So we've got a question here from Zelentilka. I think I've said it right. Lentica Tilka. Do you ever have stage fright before a performance?
yes, terrible,
Oh,
terrible. I
okay.
think like the organizers see me. I mean, or somebody backstage saw me at the Oldies Festival and thought, "Is this the guy backstage?" And then he said, "But as soon as you went on stage, it just happened. It was a different person." So yeah, I mean, I'm terrible. It's not just before; it's like 2 days before, because I'm always afraid that something happens with my voice, like right now.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
also with the adrenaline. I wanted a performance in Sweden, and I actually had the week before I had completely lost my voice,
Yeah.
and
Mm,
I thought it has to
mm,
go. I didn't talk anymore because the doctor said I shouldn't talk, um,
mm.
and then I talked very little. But once I was on stage, I could do the songs, so
Wow.
it was good.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was yeah, I think the adrenaline helps also, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a great feeling when you see how the people react to something that you created and you're performing, and so that gives me the energy.
Yeah.
But also you're dependent on so many people, you know. There's often stuff not working. Like I put a lot of effort in projections behind me because I studied media design, so I wanted to be a video director, so I do all these videos myself. And then you go on stage and then they're not there for some reason, but in a rehearsal they were there and then it's not there, and that can throw me out a little bit. But I think when I do more of those, I'm gonna get more relaxed.
Frederick has asked, where are you, Sebastian? You seem to be in a flying saucer.
Yeah, I'm in my camper van.
In his camper van.
I'm in Croatia right now, and
Yeah.
so outside I actually, you know, if I look this direction, I see the water and the sea, and yeah, it's sparkling. Maybe can I turn it around? No,
Yeah.
I can't turn around the camera on this. Oh, can I turn around the camera?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, turn us round. Let's have a look.
Let me see. Oh no, how does it work?
Wow.
Oh, it's too bright, but there's the water behind the tree. Is the water?
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I mean that's a car basically, but behind me there's a living space, and I can show you.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. I'd love to see it. Oh, wow.
TV, and
Yes,
that's my
it
bed, and there's a little kitchen.
That
Yeah,
is
there's even, I
stunning.
can't turn it around because the light is in the way, but there's like a coffee machine. It's a very small camper van, but it has everything.
What make is it?
Well, the car is a Fiat, but a Fiat Ducato, but the camper van is from Bürstner. It's a Swiss company.
Okay. Yeah,
You
I've been
can make a very
considering.
nice design, like this behind me. This is like real leather.
Yeah, beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. I've been thinking of getting one myself, actually.
Our best decision of my
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
I think the Fiat Ducati then might be on my list of things to get.
Yeah, this or the Mercedes is good.
It's amazing. We've got another question. Who would you like to work with if you could choose? So like a collaboration, do they mean, I think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Pet Shop Boys know I exist, but I would love to work with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also Jimmy Somerville is great. He could make the operatic voice, you know. But I don't think these people know that I exist. But I think it's great they are still around, like the Pet Shop Boys and Jimmy Somerville. He still sounds amazing, and Erasure. I always go to the concerts. I mean, they influenced me with the lyrics. But then I have a certain kind of humor, you know. I was influenced by them, but then I have other thoughts, you know. So my lyrics turn out to be different. Yeah.
Love it, I love it. Terry Weather Lanzarote. We need the footage from Search for a Star. She means me.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that when you said it.
Did you?
Yes.
No, it's too long ago now. It was. I was only 21. I think at 21 at the time. I joined MAXX when I was 23. And I was 21, 22. It was just before MAXX that I did this show in Germany.
That's even more interesting. But you never had a tape of it?
What? Sorry?
Did you never have a tape of the performance?
Tape? No,
Tape
not back. No, back
your
then.
tape? No. Okay. Yeah.
I wonder if they did actually. No, I don't think they did. Be interesting. I don't know. I'll check that out. And she says hello, Sebastian. She's tuned in from Lanzarote.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Frederick is asking, Sebastian, you do a few festivals gigs, why not more? Well, because nobody's inviting me. But Max said she's gonna help me with that.
I'm gonna help. Yeah, it's about getting the right booking agent for me.
Yeah.
You can probably do it yourself.
But somebody has to propose you. That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard work because there's so many acts, especially nowadays. There's more and more acts coming out and getting back together, which is
but
great.
some of them were not born in the 90s. I mean, some people who are performing, it's just like, okay, they have the name, but they're not really the act. But they can be lovely people.
Yeah, absolutely. Where did you have your number ones? What countries?
In Spain, in Mexico, in Austria, Lithuania, I think. I know. Finland. Yeah. something I probably forgot. Yeah.
So really, they're the countries that will just snap you up really for
Yeah.
shows. So we need to work on those kind of places.
But I think yeah, I think the most, because I've done the most promotion in Mexico, because I've been invited by the record company, so they really believed in it, and you can see it where I have been. There people remember me, and then in Finland also I've been in
yeah. Similar to Max, we had #1 in Finland as well. But when's the last time you went to Mexico? Have you gigged in Mexico?
Mexico, it was 2019 or 2018, so it was still it was in the what's it called, the World Trade Center. Yeah.
Oh wow! Okay,
it was a very,
okay.
very big one. It was a very big performance. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just waving back to anyone. Has anyone got any questions to ask us? To ask Sebastian? Yeah, we've got loads.
Good.
Yeah, Mozzie Blinn, I think that is, says, "Shut up and sleep with me."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I need a picture.
Yeah, he needs a picture. Don't say that. Mark Mans F10. I turned 50 yesterday. Happy birthday to you, Mark.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations. Thanks for keeping me young with the music.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Well, 50 is the new 30 probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Rodio Nove Anton. Hi, Anton.
Oh, my dog is called Anton.
Who?
My dog.
Have you got a dog with you?
No, he's with my mom.
Okay. Well,
he's a golden doodle. Like a golden boy, he's a golden doodle.
Gorgeous. I love those dogs. They're like little teddy bears, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you love them. Anton says 90s are still alive. Thank you for the music.
Yeah.
Oh, I said that, sorry. Who's that? Oh God, someone says they are in Landau and Dernbach.
That's near where I live, yeah. Wow.
Oh, okay. That's Sebastian, time have no power on you. You seem a student, from Antone.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
You've got some lovely messages. Aren't they so lovely? Yes, Mark has said, yes, Sim with Sebastian must be at the festivals. We demand it. Come on, people. Let's get him back on the show.
Yeah. If you have to propose it to the organizers, to a festival nearby, if somebody wants to see me. Yeah, I think maybe they have their lists, but I'm not on the list, and they just book the people who are easiest to reach. Yeah. Just shut the door because I get a cold wind from the front. Just a second. Because I have this sore throat.
Peter Gerald, 1977, is asking in German, "Wann bist du in Österreich?"
In Österreich, yeah. I drove through Österreich to come here because I'm in Croatia, but it's really strange. I've been on #1 in Austria for 7 weeks, but I don't hear a lot. Maybe there was a oversaturation. That can also sometimes happen. People listen to a song too often. But strongest countries are Germany, Mexico, Czech Republic, I think, and Poland and Spain. Yeah. In Spain, Shut Up was just in a TV series.
Really? Yeah, wow. We need to sort this
called
out.
Maxxium. It's about a porn star. And they got licensed Shut Up for that.
Wow.
And it was like a reenactment, but it was a real life story of that porn star, Nacho. Wow. I would love to see it. They gave me the script. The script where Shut Up is going to be in there. But I can't see it because they don't stream it in all countries, But it's it's Mexico and Spain and so.
Wow. Amazing. Yeah, we need to sort this out, don't we, really, and get you back out there.
Mark Mans, yeah, thanks.
Oh, thank you.
It's fantastic that you two hook up to give us a live. That's nice.
Yeah, Mark said it's fantastic that you two hooked up. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mark, just to let you know, I'm doing this quite regular. I'm asking a lot of 90s artists and also, just people in the music business, really. So I get Max, me personally, I've told Sebastian this anyway, because we had a chat before we came on, that I'm just really getting more visible because we're old school, aren't we, with these technology things. I'm learning as well. So it's great to meet the fans. I love meet and greets. In fact, I was going to say, how near are you to Mannerheim?
Oh, very near. Very near.
Ooh. Okay, so November, I think November the 25th, Max is doing Sunshine Live.
Yeah,
Do you
I
want to
know
come?
of it, and the organizers are thinking about it,
Ooh.
but I'm not sure if it works out, because the thing is, just before that I'll be in the Caribbean,
Ah,
and I
okay.
have to fly back from there. I would love to do that,
Would that be?
but would only be one flight, but it's a long flight, and
Okay.
yeah, I would love to do that, and then from Mannheim, that's just like half an hour from where I live. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be cool. So if you are around in the area and you're back from the Caribbean, and please, if you're not doing the show, please come and see me. I'd like to hook up with you
Mm.
and come. I'll get you a VIP ticket and
Yeah,
whatever, we can hang out. You can come
I'll be
backstage and
the first row.
the first row. Absolutely, I'll make
Yeah.
sure of it. I'll make
No,
sure.
I've done it in Mexico. I went out after I performed.
Yeah.
I went out to the people, and they're usually very nice if they're not too drunk. But they were very nice, and then I love to see also the show from the front.
Yeah. Me. Yeah.
Also
Me
in
too.
Ostrava, I also did it. But then in the end, too many people tried to invite me for a drink, and just like it was like a little bit crazy. But in the beginning, it was nice. I went there with my singer, with Jenny.
Yeah. Oh, she's lovely. Jenny was
She's
with you, and
lovely, yeah.
she's
I'm
beautiful.
really
She's
comfortable performing with Jenny,
yeah.
yeah.
She's gorgeous. And Frederick asks, Sebastian, who are your best friends in the business?
Um, well, Max, of course.
No. Of course.
I found it. Oh, there's lots of questions. I see them, but you have to.
Yeah,
Maybe you can see more of them before they go
I'll
away.
get the questions.
So,
Yeah.
in the music, well, I'm friends with Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Pharaoh, you
Beautiful.
remember?
Yeah.
So when I'm driving through Munich, I visit her.
That's nice.
And I'm writing with some people, but I wouldn't say like friendship that we hang out together or so. But I think we are all friendly.
Yeah.
There's very little people that we don't get along. And I mean,
yeah,
it's just like it's like a class reunion. When I do a festival, that's why I love it. Also,
yeah,
I mean, it's because of the fans, but also to see my colleagues.
yeah.
And I'm the one who also takes autographs, of them.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So Antone said, "What about a duet with Italian singer Gianna Nannini? It will
Gianna
be
Nannini,
explosive."
yes, but I know her, but I don't think she knows me.
Okay.
But I would definitely be open. I did this duet with Mariana Rosenberg. She's a star from the 70s. In Germany. She's not so well known outside, maybe in Austria, but I did a song with her, and that really, it was a radio hit in Mexico as well, even though people don't know her. But it was called "He Belongs to Me," and she did it in a German lyric in Germany back in the 70s.
So you keep mentioning Mexico quite a lot, and we are possibly kind of 50% there because we're trying to get 2 shows, but we are going Mexico in October. Max is going Mexico. That's what I'm hoping.
Very nice.
I'm just waiting for contract and stuff.
Mexico fans are really, really good. Very nice.
So we need to have a chat after this.
Brazil.
After this video, we need to have a chat.
I do
so
your
Fred...
pre-group,
yeah,
I just
warm
love
up
to go there. Brazil, yes.
So Frederick asked a lot of questions, and he asked some really controversial questions, and I love Frederick. Sebastian, do you earn a lot of money with Shut Up? You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, by the way.
I still earn money, but I wouldn't call it a lot. I mean, the good thing is that I earned a lot when it came out, and I didn't, how we say in Germany, I didn't throw it out of the window.
Clever, so clever.
Yeah. So I always knew that a music career is an up and down. I didn't think it was so extreme, but and also I knew how to handle money before. Even with 18, I had my own stocks. My grandfather, he taught me how to trade with stocks. So basically, and also I don't I don't have a thing that I like lots of cars or, I didn't buy anything, It took me maybe 5 years until I bought something with the money.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
and then it was mainly real estate, and that's the best thing you can buy.
Yeah, so clever. You're so clever. Honestly, you're so inspiring for that. Because I didn't really do that. Well, I did and I didn't. So
But I think
anyway,
it's always, if you're already accustomed to work with money,
yeah,
but that's the
clever.
thing is, lots of us are so young when that happens.
I
I
know.
just saw, I mean, the East 17 singer. It's really really sad. Also, I respect him, but Brian Harvey. So
Yeah.
no disrespect, but he destroyed his gold record because he said it's worth nothing, and he's broke and stuff. And East 17 obviously had more hits than both of us,
Yeah.
and that's it's really sad. He didn't make any money, but also because it was a casting band, and um, the management probably gave them a very bad contract. For me, it's the good thing is I'm the writer of the song, 100%. They can't take away that from you. So I will always stay the composer of Shut Up and Sleep with Me, 100%. 75 years after my death. Yay!
Yes, you did it. You're so inspiring. You would be really good as a mentor for up and coming artists, I think with your skills. I think, they would learn a lot from you regarding the music business because you've lived and breathed it and you know how it works,
Yeah,
and you have it sounds like you've got a really secure foundation.
yeah.
You're chilling in your camper van and it's absolutely stunning, and you're doing what you want kind of thing. Because what I wanted to say was you've got some other skills apart from being an artist. You've got some really great, what I think are awesome skills. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's something maybe I could teach other people as well from the music industry. So I made a yoga teacher training for relaxation, because when you produce the whole day in the studio, you get very tense, always repeating one song, trying to make it better.
Yeah.
And so I got a tinnitus, and then
Yeah.
doctor said you should do some relaxation. So I went to yoga, and it immediately made click for me. So I went first lesson I went to into advanced yoga, because it was the right time for me to go, the right it fit for my schedule, and yeah, and from then on I worked with singing bowls from Nepal.
Love it.
So I make sound meditations. I do that sometimes at yoga festivals, and people don't know at all that I had a hit in the 90s. So
I
I
love
play
it.
singing bowls for them
It
for
is,
relaxation, and they relax.
that is right up my street with
Mm,
singing bowls. People probably don't know this about me as well, but
mm,
I'm into, like, on my solo projects that I do, I love frequencies. I like 432, I
mm.
like 528, and I did consider going into singing bowls, but I really didn't want to carry big bowls around with
That's the
me, and
thing. Heavy.
yeah, and they're quite expensive, aren't they? So I say that I do digital healing tones,
Mhm.
like digital. So what
Yeah.
you do in the both. So is that why you're in Croatia at the moment? Is that what you're doing,
Yeah,
yoga?
I just did a class for 1 week, morning yoga, and 3 times singing bowl meditation in the wonderful nature, and people were lying under trees, and yeah, I always dream I could do that, maybe, do a 90s retreat with another singer together, and
Great idea.
we can tell stories about the 90s, and we can also do meditation and yoga and sports, and just hang out for a week, and then maybe make a little concert, a
That would
very
be
very small concert.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's such a great idea.
Mhm.
Oh, I've got shivers. That is a great
I have
idea.
this
Love it.
vision, and if some
Yeah.
people get together and make it work, you bring your fans, I bring my fans, and then we, I mean, maybe do it at a beautiful spot, in Mexico or somewhere.
Or we could start in Croatia. Is it a good
Croatia.
place to go?
It's
Is it
good. It's very good.
retreats?
Right now, it's warm, but it's not as warm as I heard as in England. It's not
We
30 degrees. It's
we've had,
24.
we're having a heat wave,
Yeah.
which is really strange because it just started raining about
Mm.
just before I hopped on this call. It was chucking, like, really raining, which is strange because the air is warm. It's very strange.
Mm.
Frederick's asked another question. Sebastian, do you miss Viva TV? I miss Viva
Oh, yeah.
TV and this area so much.
Yeah. and I thought, I'm not sure if it was him. Somebody asked if I did the Bravo show in the 90s.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay,
No, but I was in the audience for that when East 17 and Hathaway performed.
Right.
I was like the only man there. But yeah, Viva, I miss. I was actually, I was in the first episode of what's it called? No, I can't remember. But then they called it the pilot episode, and they never aired it. So I was like, I was on there, did the whole interview, perform, and they said, yeah, that's very good. So we're gonna make some changes. But then the next episode was the real one that they said. But I was I was once on Viva doing an interview. It was a great time. I don't understand why there is no more music TV.
Yeah, that is very limited. Did you ever come to UK? Like, did you ever do Top of the
Yeah,
Pops? Or... Did
not
you?
yeah, but I did the radio show. Was it BBC or Radio One or something? The radio show which tours around in the summer.
Okay.
Not sure. It was.
Oh yeah, Radio One Roadshow.
Yeah, the road show.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Ah, okay, right. Oh yeah, it's Mark Manns. He asked, did any of you appear on the Bravo show in Germany? Yeah, we did. I think we did. Yeah.
I don't think I did. But then it's all a blur, you know.
Yeah.
It was crazy times. I wished I could go back and enjoy it more. But basically, somebody just told you travel there, travel there, travel there, and then they just.
Yeah.
I wished I would have known more about the shows and the people and stuff, but they just push you in. I know I rehearsed 8 times for Italian TV. 8 times I did the same song, and then I mean, I think the first rehearsals nobody really watched, but
there's still more people joining. Thank you to everyone for being here. We really appreciate you. It's amazing. So just going back to the songs. So Shut Up was the first song, 1995. And then 96, was it Golden Boy 96?
Boy, yeah. So we worked then on the album and the second single, and for me it was difficult to work on the album because I was traveling still with Shut Up, because Shut Up had a lifespan of 2 years for different countries, you know.
Okay.
It first happened in Austria, then later in Germany, and then Spain and Mexico and Finland. So I traveled for 2 years, but at the same time I had to record the album. So I did Golden Boy. I did it was supposed to be the third single with Marianne Rosenberg. He Belongs to Me.
Wow,
and
okay.
but I wasn't as present then in the end for the album tracks that as I wished. So you know, they kind of finished them in the studio, but not completely my vision. Not like with the, you know, I couldn't give them the hints that I wanted to. And the thing also was, they in Germany at least, they released Golden Boy on the album first, so that killed a little bit the single for me. So they put out the album because the record company makes more money with albums. And then the fans said, oh, that's great, you know, I have everything now. And then the single sort of like didn't do as well, but it went up to number 3. So but it didn't sell as well as Shut Up and Sleep With Me. But it was the fault that it was on the album. I mean, that's normally not how you do it.
No. So looking back, would you say it was the record company? It wasn't a great record company for you, maybe?
No, they were a great record company for one singles. They have a track record for one singles things where they put all the power behind, and then they move on. Because they say to sustain a career is more expensive, you know. To build an artist is more expensive. So they just take great ideas and then put them out, and then take another great idea. They're not really interested in sustaining an artist. And that's really, I think, not very responsible for you know, with a young person. I don't know what they thought. You know, if I wouldn't have been that clever with my money, you know, it could have been very sad. You know, and there is sad examples. You know, like with East 17.
Clark Kent said, I always wondered why Golden Boy wasn't as big a hit like Shut Up. Now I get it. You've explained. So makes sense, doesn't it now? So album wise, so how many singles did you do, and how many?
There was only 2 released in Germany and 3 in Mexico.
Okay, 3 singles.
Mexico, they I mean, from that album with the original record company. And now later I released more,
Okay.
but I had to wait for years until my contract ran out. Because they were not very nice. They could have said, well, we are not continuing with you, so we let you go. But then I would have gone to another record company and I would have built on the success that I had, and I didn't want that. So they kept me as long as they could, 2 years in the record company.
Yeah.
And then I went to another company, and then they said, yeah, but that's kind of like old news now. Shut Up and Sleep With Me was 2 years ago. Nobody remembers. So if they would know that 28 years later, people still remember, Because there's lots of music people don't remember.
Yeah. Would you ever, it's just come in my head to ask you this question, would you ever get like a remix? Like, would you get like a famous DJ? Because you see what's happening with LaBouche at the moment, Lane. Dave Guetta has remixed
but
Be
then,
My Lover. Would you ever do that?
I think he's not on there. That Lane is not on there. I mean,
no, it's the vocals of Melanie, so but it's still LaBouche, isn't it? So
I
just wondered,
but
would you ever?
Of course, I would love that. But we just released "Shut Up and Sleep With Me" with a new version. I always, when Lady Gaga was still more active, I would have thought it would have been a great combination. Of course, David Guetta, I would love it. Or what's it called? It's a famous DJ, Purple.
There's Tiesto and there's the other guy, Armin Buurin.
Yeah. They're great guys. I mean, Tiesto just did Barbie Girl. I'm a Barbie girl.
Was it
because
Tiesto
the movie is coming out soon.
Yeah. Oh, it looks amazing, doesn't it?
The cover is great, and but of course, I think it's always hard if you have a connection to the original than with a remix.
Yeah.
There's some great remix. I like the from LaBouche the remix. I do like that one.
It's great. It's such a great track. I think they've called it Hyperton or something. Yeah. It's really great.
Back in the 90s, the radios they did "Shut Up and Sleep With Me" and "Be My Lover," a mix which went together.
Yeah. Oh, you said you would like that to happen. No, is that what you're saying?
It happened for the radio.
Oh, it happened.
They did it, but it was when it came out. So they did a mega mix. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So the third single was Light by the End of the Tunnel. Is that correct?
There was just a single now before the "Shut Up" anniversary mix. Just now. It was the last single before the last single.
Okay. But in total, you've had 3 singles.
No, I had.
You've done loads.
Well, I can't say the F word, right?
No,
I Am in Love. Don't Go Away. That was from the album. I re-recorded that song in a better version, I think.
Okay.
The Boys and Girls. I did the Blur cover. Okay. I really like that myself. I like to play that live because it makes it fits the 90s but still sounds like Sin with Sebastian because I put the opera vocal on in there.
Love it. And then album-wise, what did you do? Album?
I did 2 EPs after that. It was like maybe 2007 called Punk Pop. Because I thought that's what I did, punk pop, and I also re-released released, not re-released, an album called Unreleased. So it was all my demos that I did in the 90s and presented to the record company for the next album, and they said no to everything.
Oh, wow.
So I released all the songs that they said no to.
Oh, good for you. I just love your style. I just love that you mentally and emotionally you don't care, you just do what you want to do. And all credit to you. That's probably why you're not gigging as much. I'm not being controversial here. I'm just saying that sometimes it kind of works like that. If you're not going to play their game, they're probably thinking what's in it for me. So all has to stay in integrity of who you are, and I just think it's amazing. What advice would you give to aspiring artists or singers? Or
somebody wrote "Purple Dance Machine." That's right. He would be great for a remix. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Purple.
So advice to aspiring artists.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy. It has never been easy, and it's not gotten easier. I mean, everything changed with the digital. I mean, you can put out a song, but on Spotify there is 60,000 new songs every day. So nobody basically cares if you put out a song. I mean, if I put something out with my singing bowls, I don't make advertisement for it. And then you see what happens if you don't advertise it. But basically, nothing happens. 100 people listen to it, and but that's okay because I just put it out there. When people ask me, "Can I hear your music?" I say, "Well, it's on Spotify on this name, Deva Sangeet," and then they can find it. So it's not commercial in that sense, but. Of course, you can do everything on your computer now. You can put out a song, you can make the pictures, you can make the video, but nothing happened with it.
Yeah, okay.
And you also know how difficult it is, even if you had a hit. So it's not easy.
It's spinning a lot of plates.
Yeah.
Spinning a lot of plates. There's a lot to do. Clark Kent asked, was your duet with Marion Rosenberg fun, or was she some kind of diva?
I think she is known to be a little bit of a diva.
Okay.
But it was fun to meet her, and we got along fine. I wrote my lyrics, and she had a friend who wrote her, because she doesn't speak English so well. So somebody else wrote her, a friend of her wrote the English part of her part. And somebody complimented me on my English, but I'm struggling because I have a cold right now, so I have to fight not to sneeze.
Oh, bless you. Do you need a minute? Do you need to get a drink or anything?
Yeah, maybe I get out of the picture for a second.
Okay, lovely. So, you speak very good English, yeah. Morgan's asking, what's your favourite MAXX song? Of course, Morgan, you would ask that. Being my good friend. So, yeah.
I had the MAXX single, the green one.
Oh.
You were before me, right? I mean, you were 92 or 93?
93, 94, 95.
So you were actually, I mean, already active when I wrote Shut Up. So,
yes, yeah.
So that would have been the time that I was studying media design.
Okay.
And I was in my little student flat. And I came home and I wrote a song. So then I already had your single, I think it was, yeah.
Okay. Did you have Getaway or more?
No, it was
first one, Getaway.
It would have been both of them, but I mean, I remember both of them very fondly. I loved the sound, and of course, it was a little bit for me. It was a little bit also the sound of Too Unlimited. I mean, this like really tight and hard. Yeah. But still melodic, yeah.
We've got another question. I think it's Annalise Baromulo. Send a kiss to my daughter Esther. I hope I said that right. She is your fan.
Oh.
I think she means you. I'll send a kiss anyway. Send a kiss to her daughter Esther. Hello, Esther.
Hello,
Would you
Esther.
like Sebastian?
I will go kiss.
Oh, so wow, people are still joining. Thanks everyone for joining. This is amazing. Here live with Sebastian, who's in Croatia at the moment. I want to know more about these singing bowls, because I'm really into things like that. And yoga. What kind of yoga did you train in?
It's Shivananda yoga, very classical Hatha yoga.
Okay.
So it's the original yoga that came over in the 60s to the United States from India. Very classic, and also it incorporates meditation and lots of relaxation. So you do a little bit of yoga and then you relax. So the oxygen can go also to the muscles. I'm not such a big fan of power yoga. I'm always looking also for the relaxation. So if we do a workshop or something, the people can also, I think you don't have to be too fit to do it, but it keeps you fit. If some people compliment me on my looks, I would say it's also the yoga and the singing bowls and healthy eating and drinking a lot.
Do you do yoga every day? Do you practice yoga and meditation every day?
Well, last week I did, because I was teaching it, and otherwise I would say maybe three times a week. Okay,
so you actually teach yoga as well, do you?
Not only in a retreat. Not because I'm not at one place that I can commit to. I'm not. I mean, I'm living somewhere, but I'm never there.
Okay. I love it. Hello. So I will do. Frederick says, so I will do yoga. So you're inspiring others to do yoga.
Sebastian, do you do any energy practice, other practice than the ones you've been mentioned? Can you see other comments than I do? But maybe
No,
it's a different.
I think you're seeing different ones to me. It's good though.
It's Morgan, energy coach. Yeah.
Morgan.
Yeah. Hi. No, I do yoga, meditation, and sound healing, and general fitness, basically.
How many singing bowls do you have?
It's a set of 8, but for traveling, I take 4 big ones and then lots of small ones because it gets too heavy, even for the camper van. I have to open the door. I'm sweating.
Yeah. It's warm.
So
I've actually got a fan on here. I've got a fan. So Clark Kent saying, did you ever consider taking part in Eurovision in the 90s or maybe even now?
We got last place. Germany last time, even without me taking place.
Okay.
It's very hard, I think, on the people. They are getting hyped for months and weeks, and then it doesn't do well, and they're being dropped, and nobody touches them anymore. I think it's very unfair.
Yeah.
Because often it's just politics. I think I'm not just maybe I wasn't such a fan of the song, but it didn't deserve last place. So I maybe I would have done when I'm younger, but now that I see what's happening with the politics, people are voting for their neighbor countries always.
Yeah.
It's just like nah.
Yeah, it's political, isn't it? So what's next, and where can people find you?
Well, they can find me on Instagram, but then probably they can see that now already. Or on Facebook, the YouTube channel is doing well.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's surprising, yeah. I just got YouTube partner because I have so many enough plays or enough hours, watch hours, and followers. So that's nice. So theoretically, I could make longer videos and make money with it because I'm a YouTube partner. But maybe I should do a YouTube live. I'm not sure. Maybe the people should say where they want to see it, because there's Instagram live, Facebook live, YouTube live. Maybe I need more phones and I can do everything in one go. Then I also have to read the comments.
So you could have like Instagram live on your phone, YouTube.
On another phone. I answer a question there.
Yeah,
but that comes back. I always think there's maybe not enough people watching then. But it could also be like the time zones. I don't know what time it is in Mexico, for example, now, or in Peru, or in Chile, or in Brazil.
Well, I know that like Florida, for example, is like 5 hours behind UK. So are you an hour ahead of me now?
Now it's almost 6.
Yeah. So I think they're 5 hours behind.
Well, on a Sunday, that's doable. They could have their lunch while they watch.
Yeah, that's why I've been doing Sundays. So I had this idea just to start. Originally, this idea was to introduce my rapper, the MAXX rapper. He's been with me for 5 years.
Wow.
And also, I know he's called Twitch, and I'd never really done much publicity for him. And then people were saying to me, even not booking agents, but events organizers, like, who are you? Because I look so different from the 90s. They're like, who's Elyse? Who's Linda Meek? We're confused. So I just thought this would be a really great way for me to explain and get to know you guys and meet you, because I've not seen you for like 4 years or more, 2018. And just promote us both in
I would love to do that. Yes.
It's so good. In Cape Town it's 17:58.
But that's the same time as here.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, that's interesting.
I'm gonna be in no, I forgot now. It's not in South Africa. Namibia. I'll be in September in Namibia, but I'm not sure. It's 10 hours flight, but I'm not sure.
Where's that? Sorry.
Namibia. It's near to South Africa.
Okay.
I'm very, very bad.
Yeah. You get to travel a lot, really, don't you?
I do, because otherwise I get bored.
Yeah. Wow,
it would be good. Of all the places I travel to just for fun, I could also perform. That would be
I
good.
know.
Yeah.
I know that would be amazing. That, yeah. So we need
But
to
I'm
sort that
basically,
out.
I'm basically retired. Not completely, but since I'm, I don't know, in mid-20s, I'm retired.
I love it.
But I'm enjoying it. So
Wow, so clever. Honestly, you just like hat off to you. You're amazing, absolutely amazing. And I know that me and you have WhatsApped and we've spoke the
mm,
odd time, and you've always been very kind and pleasant, and you've got a big heart. And I wanted to share you. It was such what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it was so bad that you weren't doing this today, and I'm so pleased. So thank you so much for
so
doing this for me
thank
today.
you
And
very much.
you know,
It's fun. You did the first Instagram live with me,
yes,
or I
and
did the first with you, however you want to see it. But
yes, and you will do lots more, and maybe you'll do your own or whatever,
yeah,
or with
let's
other
see
people.
if people want it. I would definitely do it.
Yeah,
And yeah, also it's a good idea. Maybe sometimes with Miss Jenny. She lives with my singer, the opera singer. She
yeah,
lives in Hamburg. But yeah,
yeah. So you could introduce her to the fans,
yeah,
and then by that, then they'll get to know who you are, what you do,
yeah.
and that's how it kind of works, doesn't it? We've got to, this is a new way, this is a new
It
system.
is,
Everybody
yeah.
thinks, yeah,
And
the kids will.
even I think the people, if people are not watching now because they maybe forgot or so, they can watch in a rerun. So it's also good,
Yes.
It's being like preserved.
Yeah, absolutely. Morgan's saying it's nice to get to know you more,
Mm,
Sebastian.
thank
She's
you,
thanking us
Morgan.
both for doing this, so you're very,
Or
very
Morgan.
welcome.
Morgan. I'm not sure how to say it. Morgan or Morgan?
Yeah, Morgan.
Energy coach.
Thank you so much, Elyse. And Sebastian, you are so nice.
Yeah,
I know who
thank
Mark is. I
you.
know how he said South Africa now, so I know who it is. So yeah, we'll be doing the replay. Will go on my page. I'll connect you. I'll put all your details where people can get you:
Yeah,
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Are you
yeah.
on TikTok?
I'm on TikTok. Not very successful with TikTok.
No.
I don't know how it works, but I'm on there. Yes, I
Yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think I sent you the links, right?
Yeah,
I
I've
did.
got all the links, so I'm going to set that all up. And where can people buy the 25 anniversary song of Shut Up?
Like everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes Store, Amazon, YouTube Music. It's also, if you don't want to spend any money, it's all on YouTube. But they probably have just like the cover on there, so it's everywhere. It's just not physical because I mean that takes too much money. But
Are you going to be writing any new stuff? Are you
yeah,
inspired?
I have lots of ideas, and let's see. I mean, I'm not sure if I should bring. I would love to do first maybe a new version of Golden Boy for me to perform
What
also.
was that?
Of
Which
Golden
song?
Boy,
Golden Boy. Sorry, yeah, I
like
did hear
a
that.
fresher version.
Oh, okay.
That I think that would be good. And but after that, probably gonna be new songs and maybe some songs from the album which I thought they didn't get the love they deserved. Like Birthday Baby, for example, is on my list.
Baby, I love that.
I did a video for my song for my dog Anton, and I put Birthday Baby under it, and it made me dance to my own song, and so like
Yeah,
it doesn't
love
sound
it.
perfect. It sounds a bit dated, but I love the melody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, I love it. It's so lovely to speak to you. I love doing this, and I love
Me too.
speaking to other artists, and I learn so much
Yeah.
about myself. I learn so much about you and all the hit songs that you've had, and it's just such a great positive thing that we're doing. So
Thank you very much.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. Has
I
anyone
love
got?
that you are doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like today, for the people who don't know, I have to say I have a cold, so I have to hold it back not to cough. So that's and my nose is closed, so it's not perfect, but I mean, it's not no reason to cancel, but just so people know my voice is not like normal.
Do you take vitamin C at all, or
Yeah,
what
yeah,
vitamin?
I do.
Yeah.
It's like on the camping here, like every second person is sniffing because it's very warm sometimes, and then a wind comes up, and then you get a cold. Yeah.
Yeah. When I met you and looking at you now, you're a really fit guy. I know you do yoga, you do sound bowls and stuff. What do you eat healthy? I guess that you do. Do you
Yeah,
eat healthy?
I do, and I do intermittent fasting.
Yeah, love
So
it.
my last meal is at so I start at 7 here, and then finish by 8. and then I eat at 12 o'clock in the afternoon again. So no breakfast.
Yeah.
So it's 14 hours, and I think it's 14. I think it's a small. I'm very bad at math. It's a small form of intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
But maybe I want to get to 1 meal a day. It depends. But I get very shaky in the afternoon. I can do like maybe 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, but then I get a bit shaky. So,
do you drink coffee or do you drink alcohol?
Only espresso after the afternoon meal. Yeah.
Wow.
So
clever. I think that's the way.
because in the yoga you're not supposed to drink coffee at all.
Yeah.
And when I did the yoga teacher training, I went to an ashram, and we were there for 1 month, so all the time. And people, and it's vegetarian, and people were getting off smoking, so they had problems because they couldn't smoke, they couldn't drink coffee, they didn't get any meat, and didn't get any sleep either.
What?
Get up at 4 in the morning.
Those ashrams, I've said it right, are hardcore. You can't speak to anyone, can
but
you?
it changes you as a human being. That's why I think it's better to do it in 1 month completely. You are in the ashram, sleeping with other people and in a dorm, and then some people say it's better to do it over 2 years. But then you're still with your family and your habits, and you're eating unhealthy maybe. But I like the transforming way more.
I love it. We're on the right page. We're on the same page on a lot of things like mental and health and emotional, and I just love it, and physical. I just wish, I used to do a lot of running when I was younger, and I tried it recently. It's not for me. I need something softer.
Yeah, running is not for my knees. I've not good with my knees. So.
Yeah, but no, yoga would be awesome. I'd love to do yoga. There's just not any. I should do it here at home, but yeah, you're inspiring me anyway. So
a friend of mine came on, Nicole.
Oh, hey. Hi, Nicole.
Hello to Etienne. She has a son called Etienne.
Nicole, hi, lovely. Not lovely. So, has anyone got any more questions for Sebastian?
It's so much better lighting than me next time, but I'm on the camper van. At home, I could have flooded the place. You're really beaming with light. It's nice.
Yeah, I've got a ring light.
Yeah, I have I have a camping light basically, but now.
So you can get the ones that clip onto your phone.
Oh yeah. But I think that wouldn't do better than this small one. But
yeah. Hi, my friend Sebastian.
Yeah. Wow. Hello, Nicole.
Hey. So someone says, I'm thinking. Liège 72 says that she's
thinking. Maybe she's thinking of a question.
Maybe it's male.
She's singing. But...
Yeah. Are you thinking of a question? Yeah. So yeah, this is the most actually. There's 14 people on. I think there's more than this, but it comes up at the top. So 14.
Yeah, it goes up and down.
Yeah, this is the most we've had on. So when are you not in your van? Where are you living? Frederick's asking.
I live near Heidelberg. Maybe you know that, in southern Germany. So I have lived in Stuttgart and in Hamburg and in Berlin. And Berlin for the last 10 years. And then now my parents are older, so I went back to where I was born, in Neustadt an der Weinstraße.
Okay.
But I'm never there. But I theoretically live there.
Oh,
because when everything is good with my parents, I travel around. So.
Yeah, I love it. When are you? So just that I have so many memories from your top song. Okay, that's lovely. Yeah. My questions won't go up. That is so cool.
Sometimes people write me what happened when they heard "Shut Up and Sleep with Me" for the first time. It's really nice. Oh, my nose. Oh yeah, I had to blow my nose again.
Oh yeah, do your nose again. Yeah. Do you often come to France? So do you often come to France? Do you mean, Frederick, like for gig wise, does he come to France? When's the last time you were in France? Because it's nearby, right? France?
France. Well, I've just been with a ship. I've just been to Marseille. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I stayed in Marseille, and I've been to Aix-en-Provence and another place. I can't remember. But then, I was boarding a ship there in Marseille. I love France, but where I live, it's only 45 minutes from Strasbourg. So it's theoretically I could be every day in France.
And do you remember when you performed at the Maxxium in Cannes? Did you do Maxxium?
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
That was I, you know, people remember maybe the things on stage, but I remember the things that happened afterwards because we went eating oysters, and my live singer back then, she didn't eat oysters, so we all ordered all the oysters, and the people didn't eat them, and I ate all of them, and I don't know, it had some effect.
Okay.
You know, yes,
Right.
it was
Yeah.
a nice memory.
That
But
happened. That happened
afterwards,
to
the
me.
record company called my manager and said, because the bill was a little bit high. There was too many oysters.
Ah, right. Because that happened to me in MAXX. I remember there was a massive, massive plate of
Hmm.
oysters, and they got sent down to everybody at the table, a really long table. It was all the crew and everything. I think it was after we did the music video in Marseille,
Mm.
and it got to me, and I looked at it, and I went like that, and I was like, so we had
No,
to
I
pass
love.
it all the way back. But it was very common. That was very common then. So if that happened to you as well, so
Yeah,
yeah,
I
because they're
mean,
not cheap,
yeah,
are they?
I love it. I love oysters.
Do
So
you love
yeah,
oysters?
sometimes I'm on the Atlantic coast in France,
Yeah.
like near Bordeaux, and it's just nice to be near the water and eating oysters.
Wow,
So
amazing. I've heard that they can affect you, but yeah, did it
yes,
affect you? Like,
maybe
did
it
it
affects
affect you?
men more than women, but
Really? Okay. All right.
somebody
Okay.
asked if I was 90s Wagen, something in Sweden. I'm not sure. I was at a ship between Sweden and Finland, and like where people are drinking all night, and you have 90s acts for 2 days, and then there's lots of people going on, artists performing the whole day and night. So I was on that. That was crazy. I like that. And I loved that I performed maybe at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, but it didn't matter because everything was dark anyway, you know. So,
Yeah, yeah,
and people didn't get any sleep, so it didn't feel like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So, yeah.
yeah.
Do you
Wow.
experience any homophobic backlash in the 90s music industry? Because I think majority was very revolutionary. I think, I mean, maybe that's my perception. It depends on the people who book, really. I think it could be turning around now because um, people like to be more inclusive, you know, have all the colors of the rainbow in their festival. So maybe that could be good now. Um, with some, I think maybe they you know, it's all human beings. Every human being is different. If somebody does the booking who has a problem with it, then they're not gonna book me, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that times change.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I get this, you know, basically you only have, you know, one or two songs with it, but that's true for many artists of the 90s. Everybody has a
Yeah.
famous song, you know.
Yeah. That's
And I
right.
know I really love, for example, Wakefield. I'm friends with Wakefield. But of course, if you ask the people on the street, Wakefield, name me 5 songs, but is they gonna say Saturday night? You know, Saturday? What's it called? Saturday night, da, 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 da. Yeah. And then was another one after that, and I know she has lots of songs. She's a great songwriter, and she has lots of albums. But there's always gonna be songs who are most remembered, you know, like Hathaway, you know, "What Is Love." Yeah, if you ask my mother, then name me 5 songs of Hathaway, she's not gonna be able, even though he
Yeah.
has released lots of albums, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a great artist. I'm not dissing him or anything, but there's always gonna be these standout songs, and that's what people want to hear at the festival. Of course, I'm not gonna play the album tracks. You know, I would play probably, and I did play "Shut Up and Sleep with Me," "Golden Boy," and "Boys and Girls," and a song that not people may not know so much is called "That's All I'm Not Satisfied." But that does well as an encore, you know.
Okay.
Because it has this instant. I mean, even if they haven't heard it, they can sing it. So there's a video for it. Also, I did it in New York City. Yeah.
Wow. Me and you've got some similarities in terms of what you were saying, like with like 1 or 2 singles and albums and stuff, and we're in a very similar situation. That's
Yeah.
why, yeah, I think for Max we've got like 5 shows this year.
Mm.
You know, it's not
But
a
of
lot, is
course,
it
it
really?
seemed for me. It seemed. I mean, this is 5 more shows than I have.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Well, I'm. This is just the first half. Yeah, totally.
I always think you have a lot, even a lot of more, because then you see stuff, and
Oh, I'm only promoting. Yeah, I go back into the archive and I'm promoting and I'm doing this and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm always making us more visible, because I'm like, how do we get more work? You know, the right work as well, and it's working with the right people, isn't it? So we're going to get there. I feel really good about it. It's going to be fine.
Yeah. Somebody's called the hits of Hathaway. What is love? Life, rock my heart. I miss you. Just for I lost. I'm not sure, but yeah. But there's always going to be some more famous, and it also depends on the countries, you know. I remember Life, which came after What Is Love, but yeah, you know, all the artists have more songs, but it's what people are going for, you know. It's always going to be the 1 or 2 outstanding hits. Yeah.
I think there is room though for you to be on the circuit, what I call the circuit in festivals. I think there's room, especially.
I would love to do it. Yeah, I would love to.
We need to sort that out. I'll help you with that. The 80s is the best. I agree. The 80s is
agree, because that's when I made the decision to make music. I mean, that's my inspiration comes from the 80s. I mean, I was famous, or you know, a little bit famous in the 90s, but I come from the 80s basically. I mean, I my first time in a discotheque was in the 80s. Do you remember Scotch? Like this Italo disco band, Scotch? They had this coughing in the beginning, and it was a sample, you know, and it was, for me, it was like a revolution, like a cough. And then there came this bass and the bass drum. I love that. Very simple. I was inspired by that. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
I think maybe unconsciously, you know, the beginning of "Shut Up," dip 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 dip, could have come from that sample, you know, because I love this kind of start, you know.
I love it. I love it. Disco band. Oh yes,
yeah,
Scotch.
Yeah. Disco band. Yeah, it was also great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course the 90s. Yeah, we can't forget the 90s. And
yeah. The 90s were so great because there were still bands who could make music, but then the technology came in, the samplers and the synthesizers, and it got the production was very exciting. But people still could do music. Today, I'm a bit frustrated. It's just like people who can't do anything. They can't have a song structure. They just put sample loops together, and lots of cover versions and lots of parts of 90s songs. Yeah. But then they make them worse.
Yeah. Oh, this is so good. So it won't scroll down for them. What's your favourite artist from the 80s? More
Eurythmics. I mean, Sweet Dreams. I just love. And there's lots of. I mean, Depeche Mode and Erasure were already active in the 80s. I loved Kraftwerk, but I was never allowed to go to a concert because I was too small. But like the model is still from the 80s. She is a model, and she's looking
good.
I always thought to do a cover, but it's so perfect. It's Right now I can't even sing, but
could you? Are you in a position where you could take a sample of another song and mix it with something of yours? Obviously, you'd have to pay royalties on that one. But...
Yeah, I could. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Morgan said, would you say Italo disco is kind of the father of Eurodance? I've never thought of that.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is because the 80s, well, the 90s came after the 80s, and Italo disco was in Germany, was very strong. Yeah. It's I think it's an evolution, but adding samples, because in the 80s there were almost no samplers.
Okay, sure. Mr. Picassanova. Ooh, what a name! I love your music. Then with Sebastian.
Thank you very much.
Oh, lovely. Aww.
Yeah, Eurythmics, King and Queen of America. Yeah, I mean, the Eurythmics are one of these bands that has lots of songs. Love them. Yeah.
Sorry. You're just getting loads of kisses blown at us. Sorry, from someone's got to leave, and kisses and hugs. Music dance is my favourite. Was your female opera backup singer the real singer in the video, or just a model?
So I have lots of singers, and there was like the first "Shut Up and Sleep with Me" was my was my after-school teacher for English. And then with Golden Boy, I already moved to London. So I recorded Golden Boy in my, what do you call it? Is it called a bedsit? I mean, like a small room in a flat with somebody else. And, you know, I couldn't fly back. I mean, it was not, I didn't have the money. I was working in the theater. So I recorded with a local singer. And then I moved to, where did I move from then? To Hamburg. And I worked with another singer. So the opera vocal is always, not always different, but it's different. It was already on the second single, it was different. But it's an expression. I always think, some people think it's me, you know, but I wished it was me. But I always sing the opera. It's always, there's always a version where I sing it because it's a sound of my soul, basically. It's the melodramatic part. It's the emotional part. And the cool part that I can sing on myself, by myself.
We've had a big question from Tape Hits. The question to both of you: do you meet with your colleagues for example, a barbecue or just a coffee at Set the Stage? Thanks for your answers in advance.
Tape Hits is a good friend, always posting stuff. Thank you very much.
Nice.
And but you know, like I contacted you when I came to England with my cameraman, but it wasn't a good time because you were moving. But I would have met you.
Yes.
And I meet Faro when I'm driving through to Munich. And if I would be, I'm not sure where Lane lives, but he lives nearby. This is Kaiserslautern also. So if I would be there, I would ask if it's a good time. But then he's also traveling.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, I mean, we don't live next to each other in a 90s city.
No, yeah.
That would be great, right? When we are like an old age home, just 90s artists.
Yeah. So someone's asking Faro. Yes, you mean Faro, don't you?
Yeah.
Is
I
it,
apologize for my voice because I have a cold, so I'm fighting with this. So yeah.
Yeah, Faro's pretty cool. In fact, I want to hook up with her because she's in Germany. I'm in Manchester, UK. So it'd be nice. I speak to people on WhatsApp really as much as I can. For me, I met up recently a few months ago with Vicky Waters from Capella. She doesn't live too far from me, so we both live Manchester way. So so we met up and we went for a nice meal, and we went to a clothes shop. And we looked at clothes, and that was nice. So yeah, that's it. But yeah, we are quite close, aren't we? As a 90s
it's
kind of
great
unit.
when you meet at a festival. I mean,
like
it's fun, and we do selfies and stuff. But then the next day, of course, everybody's traveling some other place. But it's like a class reunion, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we're in Ireland in 2 weeks. Actually, we're doing the biggest disco. Which is going to be good. So tell me then, with regards to your songs in UK, what did it get to in the charts and stuff?
Only 44. It was a small label in the UK, and I remember, I mean, there was no big record company. My record label tried to build their own dependency in England, and so they released it with that. But 44. But still, I have lots of streams from England as well.
Yeah, I'm just thinking gig-wise, you know, if you, and we love you too, someone's saying, I love you, Liega 72. Yeah, I'm just thinking, you know, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It'd be great to see you back out.
I would do your pre-band band, you know. That would
You don't know, honestly, Sebastian. You don't need to. You need to stand in your own. You know, the songs that you've got and what you do.
I would like to. You know, I like performing, and I do it like once a year. But then I see all the other artists. And of course, it's also the perception, you know, because I'm friends with all the artists. So every day I see somebody's performing somewhere. So my thing is, like, they're all performing all the time. It's just me who's not performing.
So Liega 72, what do you think about 24/7? I think it's great.
Yeah,
I think it's great what they're doing. Yeah.
Is it still the original lineup? I'm not sure. I haven't met them. I met them in the 90s, and then I liked them.
Oh, so you met Stacey in the 90s, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Stacey's been going out doing 90s shows for quite a long time. I think maybe he was one of the first, I'm not sure, like maybe 8 or 10 years ago, maybe, with his wife, Leanne. And she's just pregnant with their second baby, unless, I don't know if she's had the baby. But yeah, Kelly Overett, one of the singers previously of Capella, has joined Stacey. Did you know? And she's doing an 8 or 9 tour dates this year.
Oh wow!
Yeah, after a long time, she's not been. You know, she's back. But I met Kelly a few weeks ago in Prague. Prague was amazing. Oh, you'd love Prague. Oh my God, we did we did 90s Explosion. There was 20,000 in the audience, Sebastian, and it was just electric. It was just awesome. And yeah, Kelly, that was her first show back after like 20-30 years, and 28 years or something, and she just nailed it. It was like she'd never been away. She's doing great. So she's on tour with Stacey at the moment, but Stacey said he's going into retirement at the end of this year, and I think Nancy from 24/7 is gigging now. So you've got kind of two, I think this is correct, some maybe the fans will tell me otherwise, but yeah, that's what they're doing. There's two groups, and Nancy's doing it. So yes, cool. So wow, we are like an hour and 25, so we're going to call it a day, because you need to rest as well. And you know, we've been on for nearly an hour and a half, so thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure.
Say that all the people who only just joined in, they can see the rerun also, what we said before. They will, and stuff.
Yeah, I'll do the replay. So after this, it'll just take some time to upload. That's all. So what about Captain
Hollywood? Love it. I had the album, and I met actually the songwriter. He lives. What's his name? Nosy Katzman. He wrote a lot of hits, and also for Captain Hollywood, more and more. So I met him in my hometown, and we made a selfie. So the guy who wrote the hits for Captain Hollywood. So.
Yeah, I actually met Nosy. I'm sure it was him at an airport, because when I left MAXX, I did a solo song called Rhythm of Love. I can't remember it, under the name of Linda M, if anyone wants to check it out. And I think he had something to deal with it as well. He was into everything. Everybody's wishing us a wonderful night. Oh, get your beauty sleeps. It's not that late here, actually, Holly. That was great. Thank you both. Take care. You too, Clark.
I have to say that a friend of mine online, Armin Weisheit, and he did the cover for the new version of Shut Up and Sleep With Me. So if you watch the release, the anniversary release of Shut Up and Sleep With Me, which is just out now. Yeah. The cover, so he did that. So thank you very much, Armin Weisheit. And he did he fed, like, we did it like the modern way with KI, artificial intelligence. So he fed pictures of me to the computer, and somehow, I don't know how, made an artificial picture which looks a little bit like me, but also I think much better.
Clever. So clever.
So yeah, because I thought, I didn't want to put an old picture on me of me, but also, like, I wrote the song 28 years ago, or actually 30 years ago, because I wrote it like earlier, before it was released. So I was thinking of a young man, you know, what I wrote. So I didn't want to put my old face on the record, but totally, because it came from this voice of the young man, so we did it that way.
Get it. Tape Hit said, thanks for the interview, you're very welcome. We love to play Sim with Sebastian and MAXX Hits. Thank you so much. On Radio Tape Hit. Thank you from Billin. Thank you so much, Tape Hits. And Nozzy, Frederick said, Nozzy wrote Culture Beat, Nina, Kim Sanders, a great man. He is a great man.
He did,
Oh, right. Holly's saying it's 9:30 a.m. Where is she? At 9:30 a.m. in the morning. Wow. And Morgan's got to go. Bye, Morgan, lovely. Lots of love. I'll see you later. And can I ask how old you are? Ooh, who's she asking?
Well, you can always ask, but...
Yes. It's a bit cheeky.
I turned 25. But
me too.
I don't say how often, but...
I love it. I don't mind saying my age. I think people can work it out how old we are.
Yeah.
You know, from the 90s,
I was
30 years ago.
3 years old when I wrote Shut Up and Sleep.
I love it. Oh, California. Oh, hi,
Oh, wow,
Holly.
California. Oh,
Wow, that's pretty cool. And then someone said, "Saludos de Argentina."
Argentina.
So everyone, we're gonna leave it here. It's just coming up to 5:30 now. We've been on for an hour and a half, and
That's
Sebastian
great.
needs to
It
rest.
was nice speaking to you
It
and
was
to see
amazing.
the messages of the fans.
Amazing. There will be a replay, so please, but just give me time for it to upload. Welcome to watch the replay, and I'll put all the links in for Sebastian, and please follow him. We love you guys, and Sebastian, thank you. I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you very much. It was really, really fun. Thank you.
Okay. Hello from New York City. Thank you. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye. Take care. Speak soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
How does it work?